I'm Penny Wolfgang in for Phil Arno. Welcome to The Big Picture. Have you or a loved one in your family needed rehabilitation services? Perhaps you have an elderly parent or someone in your family who can't quite care for themselves anymore the way they used to, or you yourself may be reaching a point where you need some help day to day. Well, there's one place in Western New York that's recognized for their 5-star quality of care, both spiritual and physical, and that is Brothers of Mercy in Clarence. All of us here at WBBZ-TV are getting ready to welcome you to watch the first ever Carathon to support Brothers of Mercy this Sunday, October 18th at 8 p.m. Joining us now to get the big picture is the Executive Director of the Brothers of Mercy Foundation, Nancy Gugino. Welcome, Nancy.
Thank you very much, Penny.
Nancy, when we hear about Brothers of Mercy, there are many parts to the campus. There's rehabilitation, skilled nursing, apartments, and more. Could you break down and explain the different services to us?
Absolutely. So we have 2 different independent living apartments. We have an apartment building without amenities, and then we have an all-inclusive independent apartment that is a whole host of services. So depending on where someone is at, maybe they want to maintain their complete independence, maybe they need a few gentle supports. You've got 2 independent living options. After that, we're opening a brand new assisted living with memory care and enhanced services. That's usually when somebody starts to need a little more care than just transportation or just meals prepared for them. Medical management in the building, but still a very residential setting. After that, if someone needs total care, we have our skilled nursing and rehab center. We have inpatient therapy, we have outpatient therapy. We have companion care that can go on campus or out in the community to help someone who's living at home who needs a little support. We have home care services as well. We have spiritual care. We have a whole host of services.
Now we hear Brothers of Mercy, and there really are, quote unquote, Brothers of Mercy people, real people who started this mission probably over 100 years ago, I heard. So does the religious order still serve there? Are they active?
Yes, the brothers still reside on the only campus in the entire United States, right here nestled in Clarence, New York. The brothers came to North America in 1924, and when they started their mission of mercy, they went to people's homes by bicycle. They would bicycle to their homes, they would provide all the necessary care that was needed, bathing, medication management, feeding, transferring, all of that. And they did it because they felt it was their calling. If someone was able to pay, maybe they paid with produce or the potatoes, whatever paltry sum they might have, the brothers would take with gratitude. But if there was nothing able to be offered, the brothers were there to provide that 7-day-a-week care, regardless of payment. And that mission still is the same mission that exists today on the 126-acre campus. Our employees are wonderful. We couldn't do it without our wonderful employees. And just cut from a little different cloth. People who work for a non-for-profit really do the work out of the joy in their heart. And you see that, the families see that, and that's a strong reason why many people gravitate to our campus.
You know, I think you are most well known for the rehab facility and services. And I think I was telling you before, I actually came to visit a friend of mine who had been in the hospital and had surgery and then was in the rehab part for just services, and they were so nice and they were so kind, and he was a doctor and he was so appreciative. So maybe we could talk a little bit about the rehab part.
Well, the Brothers of Mercy were actually the pioneers in Western New York for rehab. Prior to the Brothers of Mercy opening up an inpatient rehab center, all rehab was done at the hospital, and you were discharged from the hospital home. Brothers of Mercy was the first to open an inpatient rehab center, and today they still resonate in Western New York as one of the top communities to come to for your rehab services.
They keep writing and saying that the population here in Western New York is above average for people of senior age. So you must have a large number of people seeking care and needing your services, right?
Absolutely. The calls that have been coming in daily are just astounding. I take most of those calls, and people are just, they get to a point where they know they need an elevation in care, they know they need to move from the home to our campus, and sometimes it's a child of a loved one, and you know, they're a little bit afraid, and we tell them we're here to hold your hand every step of the way. It can be a daunting process, but I always tell them, let us make that very easy for you.
Now, you are about to welcome people into a new memory care and assisted living center, right?
Right.
And it's called the new Sacred Heart Home.
Right.
So this isn't just a building, I assume, but it's a whole team put together after years of research into finding out what it should look like, and how long did it take you to put it together, and what does it look like, and how big is it?
That's right. So it's a $21 million project. We've been doing the strategic planning for at least 4 years, exploring all the local communities in Western New York, and certainly going outside of Western New York to explore what else is available, doing a lot of research, studying what the trends are, what people are looking for. And what we came up with was a 16 wellness neighborhood concept, which 2 of the neighborhoods are on the memory care side, and 4 of the neighborhoods are on the assisted living side. Enhanced services can be delivered to any side. That could be memory care or the assisted living. Enhanced basically just means that we can take their care level up to just beneath skilled nursing, so that if you were to come to us and start out in the assisted living, greater care could be delivered right in the same setting without moving the person. And then, of course, the skilled nursing center is there if you need total care.
This is the again, another example of like from one level to another, and you've got everything there that you need no matter what, right?
Right, and it's important to our residents when they're first coming to us, maybe in an independent living situation, that we can tell them, you have priority access as a Brothers of Mercy resident to any elevation in care should you ever need it.
Now, this has been a challenging year for everybody, for all of us, in coping with COVID-19. But how have you, with the Brothers of Mercy and your staff, and the facility, how has it been kept safe and made safe?
Well, I get asked that question often, because taking the calls from the outside of people who want to enter our campus, I always use the term, every single one of our administrators has been such a great guardian at their gate. And it isn't always the best news that family want to hear, but our job as a community, a senior healthcare community, is to keep all of our residents safe. And we have done that. 3 of our 4 communities have been completely COVID-free through the entire pandemic. Our nursing home has had a little bit of COVID, but in comparison to a lot of the others, it has not been to any degree of excess.
That's really good news, I'm sure, and comforting for our viewers. Now, this past spring, you staged a parade where family members could drive through the campus to see their loved ones at a distance, of course, and you had entertainment and honored the healthcare workers who are so dedicated, and we honor them as well. How did everybody adjust, and how did you figure that out?
That was really, that was something we just sort of did on a whim. Like so many things this year, we're all challenged by trying to meet our goals with new circumstances, a whole new set of circumstances. So shortly after the pandemic started, we felt that it was really necessary to try to lift our families and our residents' spirits. So God bless Mr. Russell J. Salvatore. He stepped up and he wanted to be a part of it, and Mike Nugent as well. And we built a float and had a great parade, and it was just tremendous.
How did you get, I don't have to ask this question, but how did you get, of all people, Russell Salvatore, who is, as we know, the most beneficent, kind, generous person in Erie County, probably?
Yes, he is, and he is a dear friend of the Brothers of Mercy campus. A few years ago, I met with Russ Salvatore, and he was the impetus that got our outpatient rehab clinic finally built. A little while after that, we had the TVs put into our nursing home, and after that he came up with a major gift for our brand new memory care community. In addition to that, he's also doing a brand new wheelchair van so that we can transport those residents on and off campus. So Mr. Salvatore is definitely a dear friend to the Brothers of Mercy campus, as he is to so many in Western New York. His philanthropy in Western New York is unmatched by anyone else out there.
We couldn't agree more at WBBZ, all of us. But also, I found out Russell is going to be part of the big Carathon that's going on, of course, this Sunday on BBC. Maybe you could give us a little preview of what we will see here at 8 o'clock?
Sure. Again, we had to improvise, and in a time where galas are not able to be had, races, 5K races, the same thing. So John DeShula from WBBZ offered us the opportunity to do a televised event, which we decided we were going to do that because we thought it was a great opportunity for Brothers of Mercy to get on TV for the first time. And we have John DeShula from WBBZ, Gabrielle Mediak from WIVB, and Mr. Russell J. Salvatore, all part of that event. The event will be really kind of like a variety club telethon and a great fundraiser.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like so much fun. You also have entertainer Michael Nugent performing.
Right.
And he joins Russell at the parade. You should get Russell if it's not too late. He sings too, you know.
He did at the parade too.
Great voice, right?
I'm sure he will.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure he will. Now, you have many sponsors and community supporters, and they're going to be recognized in this presentation also. Plus, you have something new called the Brotherly Love Club.
Right.
Can you tell us about that?
We're starting a monthly giving club. So if someone wants to support the campus in a small way or whatever way they want, they can now do it broken down in 12 months so that it's a monthly charge that is just taken care of for you, and you can know that every single month out of the year you're supporting the Brothers of Mercy campus.
Mm-hmm. Plus, you can donate by making a call Sunday night or online at a new website, supportbom.org. And you even have a texting option, of course. Now, why is it important for people to give, Nancy?
Well, as a nonprofit 501c3, we really rely on donorship. We don't receive funding from anywhere else in Western New York. Every dollar that is raised on our campus is self-generated, thanks to our great supporters and great foundations and philanthropists in Western New York. We couldn't do it without all those folks. We have to raise all of the disparity with reimbursement all on our own. So we really appreciate all of our donors and avid supporters.
Plus, we're going to make it fun for everybody, too. So what brought you to the Brothers of Mercy? How did you get involved?
I started out as an administrator for our senior apartments about 8 years ago, and it kind of all just went from there. I was asked to accomplish a few goals, which I did, and then they moved me over to the foundation and then business development director. So it's just been one thing after another. The growth on the campus has been tremendous, and I feel very privileged to have been such a big part of all of that, and the opportunities that were offered to me were just beautiful opportunities.
So you've been had a good experience, and you are experienced, and it's such a wonderful thing to be helping seniors and helping people when they need them. It's so fulfilling, and it's a rewarding career.
You know what? Every staff on our campus, we're just cut from a little bit of a different cloth. They're of a little different mindset, and people who just want to help other people.
Well, Nancy Gugino, Executive Director of the Brothers of Mercy Foundation, thank you for joining us to talk about the Brothers of Mercy, everything you have to offer, and a preview of the Carathon coming up Sunday night at 8 p.m. here on WBBZ-TV. When we come back, find out how you can help raise money for a hometown organization beating breast cancer.